Hey everybody, this is Pop's Reviews, and look what I have here. I just got my Title Bout 2 package today, so I thought I would do an unboxing and show you guys what I got. And I'm just leading off here with something I got printed out here and laminated, and that's the Title Bout 2 scoring system. Now, what I really needed this for, because actually these charts are actually old. They actually have updated charts when I open my box here. But these are old. But what I really needed this for is the point scoring and the ring, because there's actual movement. I'm just kind of showing you the props that I probably would use to play the game. Like, this is not a dice game. This is actually a card game. The dice will represent, there is a blue corner, the blue guy. So whoever's in the blue corner would be the blue dice. Whoever's in the red corner, is the red dice. So then that would represent where they are in the ring when it comes to the movement. And of course, I'm using my markers that I showed you from the Glory Days boxing. This could be used for this as well. This goes right over the number. It almost magnifies the number even, so you could see that it's a 1 or a 2 or a 3 wherever it's at actually. So I think that actually worked out. And again, these are only like 15 cents at your local gaming store if they have these kind of markers. And so, yeah, I had to print this out just essentially for this. And I want to give a shout out to it's Dave's Wargaming table. I believe his channel is Dave's Wargaming. He actually did an unboxing for Title Bout 2, and he did two playthroughs of the actual card game. So if you ever want to see someone play it properly, actually, and there's there's other guys that have done the PC version and have done a great job at the PC version. But if you want to see someone play the card game, the actual board game, he did a really good job of it. So check out his channel, Dave's Wargaming. I think it's Dave's Wargaming Room. So please check his channel. Maybe I'll try and put a link if I got his channel wrong here. But if you ever do a search on Title Ball 2, definitely look up his videos. They were really well done for this game. Um, so so here I have the rule book here. So Title Bout is a game designed by Jim Trunzo, Straight Jab Media, and I believe Title Bout 2 was actually a Kickstarter. To get Title Bout 2 now, obviously there's no Kickstarter. I think there was an actual box that it came in with the Kickstarter. But now, if you want to actually get this game, you have to purchase it through drive-through games, and it's almost like a buy and print kind of thing that they have at drive-through games. So you're not going to get a box. You're not going to get a box for this. You're just going to get essentially, the cards, and that's why I kind of suspected as well that you need to have a printout for this ring area here and the scoring system. Um, Actually, Dave from his channel, if you go on Board Game Geek and you look up Title Bout 2, he actually put a actual printout for the ring and the scoring system, and it's actually bigger than what I have here. So if you're looking to get invested into this and you want an actual play area, he actually has a better, bigger of area to print. So that's actually really really good of him, and it's on a Board Game Geek (BGG). So it's a free download, and you're able to print it out and have a bigger area to keep score in that. So that's really nice of Dave, and this was also free from the actual Title Ball 2 Straight Jab Media website. That they have a lot of downloads you're able to download for free, like the Rulebook. You can actually download the Rulebook for free, but I decided that I would order this Rulebook. This is 4.0, so this is the most recent of instructions for Title Bout. Now this is a 52-page rule book, but it is very detailed and has a lot of the different scenarios, and very very well put together. And I'm sure I'm sure there are things that might not be answered, but this is a 52-page book. So a lot of the stuff is in here. If there's any corrections to anything, they actually have it highlighted in black. Like here, you can see whatever's new. I think they have it highlighted in the black here. So, and you have to realize this was a game that was actually back in 1979. I believe it was the first title bout game. This was a very very popular game, and well, popular in the sense of people that love boxing and wanted to have it in a tabletop form to play. This was a very popular game in its time for boxing. I would say, aside from Rock'em Sock'em Robots, I guess, or something like that. But yeah, and so there are a lot of people that were actually really like the first game, but there are a lot of people too that who have transitioned from the first title belt to the second title belt because they do like the upgrades that were made. So I don't know, it's just maybe a matter of preference, but from what I've watched of this game, it looks like it plays really nice and easy. And so I'm gonna get to the unboxing of this game. So I just got this box today, really excited. It did take a long time. It came kind of snail mail. The book came here weeks before the actual stuff, but I'm just gonna push this up forward here so I can bring the box forward into the camera here. So here you can see, here's what I got here. Came in this box. So got a lot of paper here. I'm gonna take all that out and we'll see what's in here. This is my first time seeing everything as well. I just sliced it open for easier convenience. So here we have, what is this here? This is I think this is the action card deck. Yes, it is. So this is the essential part of this game here, because you're not rolling dice with title belt. You're actually flipping these cards, and the cards will tell you the instructions of who's in control, and the random number, result, ring positioning, knockdowns. I think, what is this? Is this a KOR? I think knockout rating, or I'd have to look that up. If the guy gets knocked down again, and then they have judges scoring. If you need a random judge score, it's here, and then some of the other printed off things. Whenever things happen, you could refer to these cards. So this is actually the real part of this game, are these cards here. So you got your box and action cards. I believe there's 100 cards in here. So there's that, and I also got. I think this is an updated card set for the heavyweights. I think you get 100 heavyweights in this game, and I believe I ordered the updated cards here. So, and as you can see, these cards are actually, they feel pretty nice. They have the logo, and then they have the fighter. So Cassius Clay, heavyweight. I think his ranking is an 11. Boxer, his what do you call it, nickname, that he was a Louisville Lip, and then his actual trait, he's a strong closer. And then they have his ratings, whether he fights a boxer, he's control factor 10. If he's what do you call it, fighting a sluggard, and he's control factor 12. And then there's adjustments you have to make. So I won't go into a lot of this stuff here because this is just more of an unboxing and not really a overview or tutorial of this game or a playthrough of this game. But this is essentially all the information on this card is right here. So that's kind of cool. So you have that. Okay, and we also, let's see what else we have here. So I did order also these deck containers to hold the cards. So this is kind of cool. This is probably another updated, or not updated, but a contender or what do you call it? Kind of like gatekeepers kind of pack here that I ordered probably. But this deck container protector is pretty cool. Let me see if I can open it here off camera. Yeah, so just like that. So it comes open just like this here. You can see that. So that's pretty cool. It comes together like that. So very nice. And at least I can keep my cards nicely in here. So here's just the cards. What's this called? The I'm pretty sure this is the kind of like the contenders or kind of like the gatekeepers pack here. I think this was. So, but yes, I think these plastic containers are probably essential to have your card, because there's no box that comes with this game. So to keep your cards nice, this is actually a nice touch that they actually sell these, and this was only a dollar for these cases, which is actually, I think, really good. So got that, and then we have the boxer cards here. So I'll open these up better here. So, but I'm just kind of showing you what they look like here as you order it here. So these are the boxer cards. What else we got in here? Another deck protector. More cards here. So I'll open these. So I have 2 of these deck protectors, and then you also will get the charts with this. So what are these little cards? I think these little things here are to if they have to print it off, I guess they kind of like, they just probably scan these and they print the cards, or whatever your order is, they just probably run it and scan it somehow, probably, I bet. So got that. Some more of these cards here. So yeah, I got more of these. And then we have the, like I said, I believe these are the charts here. Let me just open this up here. And there's nothing else in here, so let's put that aside. So now we have this here. So let me just pause the video, and I will come back and show you what it's like once I open this here. So just give me 1 sec. Okay, so here we are, and I just cut open these here. So get all that off here. At least it's packed nicely, so I cannot complain about that. So here we have, this green thing is just nothing. This is just a protector. And here we have our actual charts that we're going to be using for the game. So you can see it's a nice heavy card stock, so that's really good. So this is the Untitled Bout 2 revised file table. So you're going to just put that aside, when you're playing. Here's the Untitled Bout 2 revised knockdown and knockout tables here. So you have that, results, and then you have knockdown recovery table, technical knockout table, and time of stoppage. So you have all that listed. So pretty cool. And you have your Untitled Bout 2 revised cuts and swelling tables, and so you have all that. And this is just, I guess, you draw a random number here. No rolling dice, remember? So it's just drawing the cards, and that will tell you, the random number will tell you what is going on. So again, I have to do a little more reading on this game, but I kind of get the gist. Obviously, you're just flipping the cards, and the cards are kind of telling you what's going on in the fight here. So you got that table, and these are all single-sided, I believe. This one side, so this one side, and then you have your Untitled Bout 2 revised cuts and swelling tables. So you get that, and again, it's a nice card stock, kind of a glossy finish to it. So very nice. Looks really good here. So that's your tables. So you'll get, again, how many? This is 4 tables, I believe, here. Yes, so 4 tables. And we'll cut open maybe one of these card decks here. So just give me 1 sec. Okay, so I opened these cards up here. So these were, I believe, the revised cards. So here you have like Cassius Clay, George Foreman. And a good thing about this too is they have like a few of these George Foremans. So it's kind of like where he was in his career. So early George Foreman, mid George Foreman, late George Foreman. So that's pretty cool. Jersey Joe, Walcott, Gene Tunney, David Tua. So nice selection of fighters here. And again, even with this game, I was comparing. I was doing a bit of a review yesterday for the glory days of boxing, and again, you're getting in these sets, you're getting so many different fighters. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And for Jim Trunzo and Mr. Anthony Crooks, the work that they put into these games that they've made, and the stats, and they've probably watched a million fighters fight here, like a million fight film and stuff like that. Like, it's just crazy. That's why these guys are just boxing historians. Not just a fan like me. That's watched a few fights, to watch certain fighters, but they've watched a history of boxing here, and just have all kinds of stats for these guys here to make them as comparable to their real life actual actual selves here in a card or a dice game, whichever you're playing here. So very cool, very cool stuff here. Okay, I'm going to open another set here. Just give me 1 sec. Okay, so I opened up this other pack here. It didn't really, not really saying what I ordered here. I'm thinking this is like a Contenders Gatekeepers kind of pack here that I probably ordered for the heavyweights. So, you have Charlie Polite, Richard Dunn, Mel Turnbow, Terry Daniels, Joe Hip. So I don't know, and you could see by their control factor even, like here, 6 to an 8 control factor. In this game, you want as high as you could go for control factor. So you want probably, I think I've seen somebody that had a 12 control factor. Like say, if you go back to Cassius Clay card here, so you see Cassius Clay has a 10 or 12 for his control factor. So when you flip these numbers, when these cards start coming out for control factor, you want your boxer to have a broader range of number here, or higher number to have control factor. So these guys, you could see that they're only like a 5 and a 6 and that, so they're not really going to be controlling too many fights unless they're fighting each other. But if they fight someone like a Cassius Clay or something, like they're probably going to get schooled, because they're not really controlling the fight too much here. So you're seeing guys like Buster Mathis Jr. here. So this is good for, if you want to like build your roster, get fights under a guy, and get him, to go up the ranks and contend for a title. These are good guys to probably use to fight against here. So it's kind of funny that Buster Mathis and Junior are part of this set here. Father and son, like we're gatekeepers. I'm going to call them. So that's kind of funny here. But yeah, this pack here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So a pack of 20 guys in this one here. So that's 20 guys to put, from all these different eras against whatever, awesome fighter that you want to put them up against. And it's always the cool thing about this game, that you could match up anybody against anybody, obviously within their weight divisions. I'm not sure you could cross match and all that kind of stuff, but within their division. It's kind of cool. You have, I mean, just hundreds of guys to match up against here. So very, very cool. So gonna open another pack of guys here. Just give me one sec. Okay, so I just opened up another pack here. So I believe this is the 100 fighters that you get with this game here. So you're gonna get, guys like Henry Akinwande here, Muhammad Ali, Max Baer. So these, I believe, are the core fighters that actually come with your game here. And I believe there's 100 guys here. So that's a lot of guys to have, all kinds of dream matches and, just have all kinds of title contenderships and all this, tournaments and whatnot. So, and you're getting a broad spectrum of, golden age fighters, guys from the very beginning all the way to a lot of the current guys that are fighting to this day. So, again, this is very cool, and they all are, differently rated and have all kinds of different stats and stuff like that. So, it'd be interesting to see, like, if you match them up a few times, what would happen, because I believe they do leave a small margin for possibly an upset to happen, but it would rarely happen, I believe, because the stats are pretty tight in these kind of boxing games. So the margin for an upset is probably very small, and as it should be, because you don't want to see someone like Peter McNeely beating a Muhammad Ali or something like that, right? So, you want to keep it as tight to a simulation as you can, but it's nice that, an upset could happen the odd time, right? But, so anyways, we're going to go to another set here. Just give me one sec. Okay, so again, I'm really pleased with these plastic cases. These ones, when I ordered, I didn't realize that they actually had bigger ones. So I have a couple orders that I have that I probably ordered some bigger deck boxes or deck protectors, so they could store more cards. But I'm pretty pleased because these were only $1 on the drive-through RPG site, drive-through games. So that's very cool, So you can, and then you could order bigger ones if you want. I think there's probably a 25-cent upgrade. So if these were $1, the bigger one's probably $1.25, I think, if I remember correctly. And so yeah, so I have the deck protector, and then here's some more cards again. So you can even see there's a Rocky Balboa card in here. He's actually in Glory Days as well, Rocky Balboa. James J. Corbett, Apollo Creed. So you could have here the movies if you want, Rocky and Apollo fight it out. The Master of Disaster. Oh, and Ivan Drago. So you could have all these cross matches if you want here. So this is pretty cool. Maybe I might do, for a playthrough, maybe a movie match here, just so I get used to the game here. Tyson Fury, Marvin Hart, Peter Jackson, Anthony Joshua. So you're getting all kinds of guys here in this set. Oh, James Lang. So Clubber Lang is in here. So if you want to have Clubber Lang against Drago, Clubber Lang against Apollo, you could do it. If you want to have Rocky against Muhammad Ali, you could do it. All the information is here. So very, very cool. Michael Spinks. So you're getting all kinds of guys here. And you have Iron Mike Tyson pre-prison. So this is the jacked up Mike Tyson here. I'm sure. So if it's saying pre-prison, that obviously means there's a Mike Tyson card after prison, after when he started losing a bit. So very cool. And Deontay Wilder. So you could have Tyson before prison against Deontay Wilder. So you could have all kinds of matchups in this game, guys. It's really, really cool. All right, and I have one more deck to show you guys, and that's the action deck. Just give me one sec. Okay, so, and last but not least, you have your boxing action cards here. So again, you're just gonna, you're gonna shuffle these up here. You're gonna, I believe there's 100 cards, so you're gonna make 2 decks, randomly shuffled, obviously, and you're gonna make 2 decks, and then you're gonna have 50 for each deck, and once you play through, I believe, 50 cards, and that's one round. So once you're flipping cards in this game, and once you flipped 50, that's one round, and you would go to the next deck. And I believe also you keep one deck aside as well, just for random things that happen. You kind of just cut the deck, and then you could see like whatever numbers would come up in that. So again, the CF I know is the control factor, so you get a CF of 5. Say for again, someone like Muhammad Ali or Cassius Clay. We'll go back to Cassius Clay. So you'll see here his control factor. If you get in a focus there, yeah, you see the 10 and the 12. So one is for if he fights a boxer, the other is the 12 is if he fights a slugger. So if it was a control factor of 5 here, then he would have control. So then we would look to see if he's able to score punches landed and whatnot. So if you flip a card, so this will be the next card, you look at the random number 4 on Ali's card. So he would score, and then you would look at the result of 64, and then or Cassius Clay's card. So then a 64 would be looks like he would be doing ring movement. So then you'd flip a card, and it would show the ring movement on the action card, and you would see ring center. They have, I think a majority of them are ring center, but they do have, let's see, on near ropes, and you refer to your map there, your boxing ring chart, to see where they move. So, again, I have to kind of familiarize myself with this game a little more, and just have a few playthroughs. Here's injury to check injuries. This first one here, as a result, if it would be a 1 and a partially blocked, so you would score a 1, but you wouldn't be getting your full punches through because this is the result here. So, it is a little bit of a playthrough here, but this looks great. Cards feel great again. Here's just their printed thing to show, I guess, whatever they're running through the machines, I guess, or whatever. So again, but the card stock feels great, and yeah, this is nice. I'm very excited to get this going here. I just did another video of Glory Days boxing. I've just been getting into that, and I don't know. I don't think you could have too many boxing games, or maybe 2 is enough for me. I think because just the amount of fighters you get in these games is just unbelievable. Like you're not gonna be able to get through all these fighters, I don't think. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my best. I have to make sure that I try my best here with some of these games, so my wife doesn't think that I've made a bad purchase or anything like that. So yeah, look at this, all kinds of matchups here, and this is just the heavyweight division, guys. This is just heavyweights. There's the middleweights, welterweights, flyweights, bantamweights, and there's hundreds of fighters for those. So to your heart's content, whatever dream matchups you want to make within a division, I mean, it's all there in either game. So this is very cool. Just wanted to give you guys a showing of what you get if you were to purchase Title Bout 2, if you're interested. If you ever thought that, hey, I missed a Kickstarter, can I still get this game? Yep, you still can. Again, it's through drive-through games, and again, you're getting, pretty much just the cards, the charts, but the actual game board, again, you would have to print out yourself. You could do it like me. You could go to their site and download it, and, then print it off. I had to take it to a place like Staples to get it printed off because I don't have a color copy machine, so I'll just keep that in mind. And I also got them to laminate it because, it's the board game, so you want to keep it nice. And, again, everything is free. And again, Dave, if you go to the actual Board Game Geek site, Dave has the board printed out on there, so you could even download that even. And that's probably a lot nicer, a lot bigger reference than the actual smaller chart here. So there's that option as well. So yeah, I hope to hopefully do a few matches in this as well, and make some dream matches and have all kinds of different fighters happening. And in both games, I'm really anxious to get going in both games, and even play a match in one game and play it in the other and see what the results are and that kind of thing. So very exciting, guys, and I hope to have some more future content coming with like I said, these two games, and obviously the Legends of Wrestling, and maybe some Marvel United, Street Masters, all these other games that I have here. I hope to play on the channel and have you guys, be able to see what these games are all about. So thank you guys again for watching. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them. I'll try to answer them as best as I can. If you feel like you like the content that you're seeing, please subscribe or leave a thumbs up. That'd be great. And I'm just thankful for all those who do watch my channel and have subscribed. I thank you. Your support is just awesome, and I'm just kind of like I said, having fun and playing these games, and wanting to show off some of these games. So if you feel interested, you could purchase. If you don't, it's up to you if you don't want to. But at least you have a reference with me. If you've seen me play and you're like, hey, this is cool or this is not cool, you get the gist of it. So thanks again, guys, for watching, and hope to make another video soon. And I hope you guys are doing well out there, and God bless. You take care.